Welcome back. It is 1517, and in the last one, we had Eleanor get married to Nicholas because she's pregnant. We did not have our twins. We did have our next child, a daughter, but a son was born from his mistress, and I don't know what else happened, but anyway, this year we have a lot of birthdays, so let's get right down to it. So first we have 3 toddlers, our illegitimate son, Arthur Landgrab, Sarah Goth, and our daughter, Olivia Larkin. Can't get a 7, 14, or 19. 7, 14, or 19, and all of them survive. Then we have 3 children. We have our illegitimate son again, James, Osric, Gamal, and Albert Landgrab III. Keep in mind, this is the last Landgrab boy. No 2, 4, or 6. No 2, 4, or 6. Oh, our James just died. Oh, gosh. You know what? Poor James. Then we have Keith and Herrleifer, who are 2 of our husbands. So we have to get a 7 or a higher. 7 or a higher. Oh. Wait a second, because none of his kids are old enough to live on their own. Okay, this is a problem. This is an issue. How about your family? How's your family doing? No, we should keep them in our family. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. Okay, we'll figure that out. Everything's fine. Alrighty, so... Oh, also last year we killed all the peacocks. That's what happened. Anyway, let's hop into the game. Alright, so here we are in our household. We are trying to get Cesaria's toddler skills up. She is actually pretty close. She just needs to finish her thinking, which is already pretty high, and then her imagination and her potty skills. I am trying to get them pregnant with another child. We are just really unlucky lately, which, I mean, I don't mind, but I feel like it adds to the drama. But at the same time, like, we have no sons or no legitimate sons. And then one of our legitimate sons is dying today. It's just a mess. Anyway, so what I think, because of all of the drama regarding that, Gabriel is going to, have a conversation with Diana and basically tell her that it's really important that they have a boy and that they have a baby and all this stuff because, they haven't been really actually, I mean, they have 2 kids so far. I feel like they've been married a while now, and like 3 of their kids have died. And so he's just kind of, and I'm sure she's not receptive to this conversation. I don't know why Lionel feels the need to participate in it, but he is going to kind of get in a little bit of an argument with her about the fact that they don't have a son. And at that point, Gabriel kind of says, well, I have illegitimate sons. I can make that work if you're not going to make this work for us. And obviously, Diana is infuriated by that turn of events. I think, and we've talked a lot about what Diana would and wouldn't like, and I really do feel like Diana would be insulted just because of the fact that, people are probably going to have an idea that they are not her children, and that, her husband, even though they know he's carrying on with mistresses, it's like different to have to include one of his illegitimate children as yours and pretend you're their mother and all this stuff. And I think that she has too much pride for that, especially as a princess of another nation. She has way too much pride for that and pride in her bloodline. So she's not happy about that. Anyway, I am going to invite everyone over because I wanted Lionel to start meeting the eligible bachelorettes. Obviously, we know he's not going to get married, but that doesn't mean he can't have some stuff go on until then. But he is going to basically, try and talk to the different ladies. But as it turns out, and I went through the whole list of eligible ladies, none of them are here. None of them are here. So not one of them has shown up here. And that is kind of frustrating for me, but I think that in the meantime, what's going to happen is Lionel is going to start talking to different people about what his future path could be. So he's going to talk to Herr Leifer, who obviously is a knight, and be asking him, like, oh, how's being a knight? Do you enjoy it? All this stuff. And, should I try it out? And they're talking and they're chatting over cards. And he had, talking to different people, kind of getting their ideas on what they think is a good career path. I mean, he is the third son. He does not have a title waiting for him. And because of that, he is going to have to find a way to support himself. I mean, he is not naive enough to think that Gabriel will support him. I mean, he did get an estate from his father, so that is some money there, but, if he wanted to do a lot, he wouldn't have a ton of money for that. And so what he's going to do is now he's going to go around and try different things. So he's going to try sparring with the I don't even know what that thing is called, sparring dummy thing, and he's going to try making jewelry like Gabriel does, and he's going to just be trying out a bunch of different things because he wants to figure out where his path lies and what he could be doing. So that's what's going on there, is that he is definitely trying to find his passion and figure it out, but both of these things have actually not really yielded much results. Anyway, we're having a baby, so that is, I believe that is our Eleanor's first baby, and we are going to name her Petronella, actually. I think that is a fun name, although now I realize that I had messed up with their names, so I do have to fix her last name because I had forgotten to change Eleanor's from Larkin to Gainsford. So anyway, little Petronella has been born. There she is. And I actually should make a note to myself about that because I still haven't done it, I believe. Petronella, last name. Okay, so now he is trying out like writing and stuff like his brother Tobias had done, maybe some diplomatic stuff. And then, okay, we've gotten to level 5 thinking here. We need to get up on imagination and up on potty. Of course, literally, Gabriel and Diana cannot keep their hands off this dollhouse. They keep going in and destroying it. Like, look, I fixed it, and 2 seconds later, she destroyed it. They are obsessed with that thing, and it is wild to me. But anyway, we are going to start getting in on those last things. Gabriel is a good father, though. Like, he might be kind of a jerk most of the time, but he's still, like, you can see he goes and he dotes on his daughter and everything. He goes and checks on the baby a lot. Like, he's really into his children. So I think he's excited about that. And also, I must have given him the wrong color outfit. But anyway, so what I'm thinking about, this is James. He is our son. He's supposed to be becoming a child this year. He actually did become a child before I was able to do anything with him, so I just quickly threw him in an outfit. But of course, that outfit does not match the color he's supposed to be wearing, but whatever. So him and Diana, so Diana has now been told that potentially Gabriel would take James into the main household, and she's not happy about that. And she honestly has not had a lot of interaction with James. The kids and the mistresses have kind of kept to their separate house and all that stuff. So she is going to start arguing with him and basically be like, you think that you're so privileged, but you're not ever going to have like a real life. No one's ever going to want you because you're illegitimate. Like, you're not going to become legitimate in my house. All these arguments and stuff. And she wants to make an enemy. So who better than the potential heir to their household? Now, we'd have to think about if we do. I think I already asked you this question, but I'm going to ask you again. If we do make an illegitimate child Gabriel's heir, should we make it the story heir, or should we then follow like Caesarea, the eldest daughter, whatever? So let me know what you think about that. Then what I'm going to have Diana do is she's going to kind of lure James up here and maybe show him the crystal tree and be like, oh, well, the only way you'd ever be able to make money is by, selling crystals or something and, being a part of the business and whatever. And she ends up locking him in one of these towers that doesn't have a ladder. So she's going to lock him in there and then go away. And actually, it is a heat wave today. So she has locked him up on the roof with no way of getting back down. And so that's not good for him. Anyway, we're going to continue on with everything else, but we are going to overheat James here. This is how he's going to die, is that through Diana's scheming, he has ended up overheating on the rooftop here. And so, obviously there are a number of reasons he could have been up there, none of them having to do with Diana. Like, who would have thought, like, he's just a kid, he's playing, maybe he got stuck, he overheated. No one is the wiser. So, that is what's going on there, is that James has now died, and I can't find his urn. I have no idea where it went. I think it's actually in the grass out front or something. Like, I don't know why they are spawning so far away. But anyway, James has now passed away. We still do have Arthur. Arthur is still alive, and he is Elaine's child. We should probably... Although I'm thinking that Elaine, since she already takes care of his child, that she can take care of Cassandra's children as well, now that Herr Leifer is passing on. So there's that. And then, again, we're just working on toddler skills. So I'm just going to make a note, name, and then Elaine. Okay. So yeah. We are going to just have everyone hanging out, doing their thing, trying to get the baby up to snuff here before her little sister ages up, so that then she can start working on her toddler skills. I think Gabriel is going to want his children to be very, strict about things. Like he's going to want to raise like perfect ladies and gentlemen. So because that'll increase his status, and he'll be able to marry his children off and all this stuff. So it'll be good. And so now we're going to head out, and we're actually going to head over to the church. You know why. So I'm just going to bring everyone over here. Unfortunately, I can't. I feel like you should be able to have a club gathering at a wedding venue, but whatever. So we can't. So anyway, everyone's here at church, and they go to church weekly or whatever. I don't know. I forget what religion they are. Are they Protestant at this point? And so they are going to just, have been at church, and Tobias is just hanging around, kind of looking around at the different altars, and, just, I don't know why you're back there, Diana, but, maybe he'll go downstairs and check out the, mausoleum area. I don't really know what this is called. Stop trying to leave when I'm trying to get you to come here. So yeah, and then, he's obviously having a lot of feelings about, James just died, his sister Cassandra died, like, a lot of people are dying lately, and so he is just feeling like he needs that comfort of, the church and everything. And so while he's there, he's going to pick up, I don't know, a Bible or whatever it is. And I need my Sims to stop sweating is what I need. But they're going to pick that up, and he's going to pick it up, and he's going to start reading it, and he's going to actually realize that, like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is his passion. Maybe, maybe he should join the clergy, because at the time, your options were really clergy or soldier. Those are your options, basically. If your family couldn't provide for you, if you were, a second son, a third son, whatever. But anyway, so they are going to just stay in the church a little longer. We're going to have Lionel continue to, read from the Holy Book. He's going to pray. He's going to then go home and, get his own copy out. I'm sure they have copies around the house. Like, at this time, people went to church all the time. It was like a social requirement. So anyway, he has now kind of found his calling. So we are definitely going to have him be focused on church activities. Who knows how that will go with Gabriel later, but we'll follow up on that, especially now that Henry is about to change the religion of the country. But yeah, oh no, now I see. James's urn was for some reason in our household inventory. So we're going to put him down there with the rest of the kids who have died. I know that he, maybe Diana would kick up a little bit of a fuss about that, but, Gabriel's like, that's my kid. He's, he's going to have a proper resting place. So then, like I said, Lionel is going to continue to read the Holy Book. He's going to go and do, more activities, a Bible study, all that stuff. I mean, I don't really know what religion was like back then, like I have an idea of what things are like nowadays, but that probably is not that closely related to what was happening in the past. So anyway, we're just going to use the Rambunctious Religions mod in order to fulfill this. So whatever the mod is what we're going to do to get his religion skill up and stuff. So anyway, we have Elaine here. I think Elaine is going to come, and I don't know why Elaine has rolled for the monarch trait, but Elaine is going to come and confront Diana because she's going to have Gabriel, do not burn to death. Seriously. She's going to confront Diana and basically be like, I know you had something to do with James's death. Like, that wasn't natural. And Elaine is obviously nervous because, she is a child too. And it doesn't seem like Diana has ever faced any consequences for anything that she's done. And so Elaine is getting a little nervous. And, it's probably not the best idea, Elaine, to confront her about this. But I think that she is just basically like, you stay away from my child and me, and it'll be fine as long as you stay to yourself and you don't threaten my family, or I will make sure that you pay for it. So she's not going to avenge James, but she is going to become enemies with Diana at some point. So there is that, and I'm just going to have them continue to argue with each other until she goes away. I'm trying to get her pregnant still. I'm trying so hard to get Diana pregnant. She is just not going with it. But it's also, now it is Olivia's birthday, so we're going to bake a birthday cake for her. I don't know what we're going to do once Lionel leaves the house, because he's been doing a lot now that Siobhan has left. Lionel has been doing a lot. I bet he would keep in touch with his mother, though, over letters and stuff. Maybe he'll be able to go off to and, be working at a church near where his mother has been banished to. We'll have to see. But anyway, I wonder if you've sworn an oath to God if you can still inherit a title. Interesting. I don't know. But moving on, we're going to age up Olivia. And because it's Wednesday. So let's do that. Except she's not aging up, which is so infuriating. The infants are kind of busted when it comes to birthdays. They do not age up into toddlers, and it's just kind of really annoying because I had her blow out the candles. She blew out the candles. And what? So anyway, I'm going to have to get into create a sim. You cannot have the same haircut as your sister, though, because that would be really confusing for me. So you're not going to do that. You can have this hairstyle, even though it's probably not really period appropriate, but I don't really care. Siobhan is gone now, so probably, her hair is done by Lionel or something. So there she is, our cute little girl, Olivia, who is now a toddler. Setting the days. There we go. So yeah, then we're going to get Cesaria up to her max potty skill, and then we'll head around town and do the different birthdays and stuff. I wonder actually what is going on next year. Paulina, yeah, no, doesn't look like anybody that we from our main household or anything. So okay, she's all set. He's all set. It's now, it's May Day, so we're going to do the May Day activities. So we're going to have everyone singing to themselves, and of course all of them are afraid of fire now, so they can't do any interactions with the fire. They can't light fires or anything, which is so crazy to me that they can't do that. So that is really tough for them. But let's get some of the romantic stuff out of the way here. Yep, okay, she's good, and then I think that they're feeling good. Also, I did have them woohoo so many times, so she's got to be pregnant, so we'll probably have a baby in the next one. Hopefully it'll be a boy, and Gabriel can stop causing grief for everyone around him. So anyway, we're going to have, I keep wanting to call Lionel Tobias, for real, but we are going to just have him. Okay, you cried because he asked you if you were good? Oh my gosh, that's so awful. Don't you now you're going to cry? Oh my gosh, they are a mess. Um, you're a mess. So I think that is he's all good for the holiday. The toddlers don't have to do the holiday. Oh, and now, would you believe, Kinley Goth has just passed away in childbirth. Of course she has. So she just passed away in childbirth. We're going to have to remarry him because he only has one boy, and I can't take that. He still has 3 baby rolls left. We're going to have to remarry him in the next one. So we'll go from there next time. But yeah. Okay. But Alexander Goth the Fourth has been born, which is really good for them. And unfortunately, Kinley did pass away. So that's a huge bummer for her. Then we'll head out to everyone and doing their thing. I'm going to move, like I said, the children in with Elaine so that we can kill her lifer. And yeah, so then we'll age up those 2 kids. So birthdays this year include Arthur Landgrab becoming a toddler, Sarah Goth becoming a toddler, Olivia Larkin becoming a toddler, James Albert died, Osric Gamal became a child, Albert Landgrab II became a child, Hairlifer Gamal died. Petronella Gainsford was born and became an infant. Alexander IV was born but is not an infant yet. Kinley Dubois, Nee Dubois, now Goth, died in childbirth. Then Prince Alphonse, Princess Augusta, and Barbetta Smith all became teenagers from Diana's family. And Lawrence Gainsford became a young adult. Juliana Gainsford became a teenager. Princess Mary became a toddler. So yeah, that is where we're at. Feeling good about it. Pretty happy. No scary roles for next year, although we do have to remarry Alex because I can't take it if he doesn't use the rest of his baby roles. So we'll get behind that. And that will be that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. We will head into the next one. We're really getting back into the there's like an ebb and flow of this challenge for me where like we have all of the crazy drama things happening as all the kids are becoming teens and having, their romance play out and all this stuff. And then we go back to like, oh, we have all young children and we're taking a little break from the crazy for now. And, so we're heading back into that safe zone, although I'm sure Diana will continue to be dramatic for us. So I think it's all going to be good. Hopefully we can end up having a boy, and I will catch you in the next one.